So yeah, it's your boy D-Boy Henry Heck back at it again with another video and it's marathon. Of course, you see it. You see it. And at this point, marathon has been out. It's been my main game overall, not just multiplayer, but just in general. I'm at about 36-ish hours in right now. I'm only at level 27. But overall, I've really been enjoying the game. It's everything I expected it to be. I am a lot worse than I thought I'd be at the game, but you know what I mean? It's just part of it. Sometimes you boot up a game, and even if it's a game you've been looking forward to, sometimes you're just trash. And at this point, I am working my way through that trash period. I've been enjoying playing as Rook, not Rook, but I am enjoying playing as Rook, but I meant to say Triage. Triage has been my main, and it's been pretty dope. I love his healing abilities. I love his overcharge abilities, and he's been coming in pretty handy. Playing duos with the big homie Will 777JP, who's been my running mate. No homo. But we've been having a good time. So much so that we've been making it a point to strategize and come up with different ways to become more proficient in dealing with the trios. And I mean, that's part of it. Obviously, we're making a conscious decision to go into a 3-man team based game as duos. We could, I mean, simply load up and jump in there with a random and communicate and do that. But we've just been checking it out, just us two, trying to get in where we fit in and become proficient in dealing with individuals we come across, and we're figuring it out. Yesterday we had adjusted the strategy a bit. The big homie had switched to playing the destroyer class, which gives us a lot more defensive capabilities and give us a little extra time because of the shield to maneuver and position in case we come across some individuals who may get the jump on us or whenever we're not expecting it. And it's been pretty successful as far as us just trying it out for the first time yesterday. The sentiment online with the game is people who like it, people who want it to fail and are constantly and consistently pulling up the Steam chart numbers and trying to use those to illustrate what is success for the game, which you can't accurately do because everybody who buys the game isn't on the game at the same time. Obviously, Bungie would like to see 400, 300, 200,000 people on at a given time, but just to say because you only see 50K or 40K individuals on the game at a particular time, and that's the population of the game, it's just not accurate. It's not realistic because the game is available on 2 other platforms who don't publish player count numbers. In my opinion, they absolutely should. In my opinion, the developers absolutely should take it upon themselves to, not necessarily weaponize the numbers, but present the numbers to the people in the face of individuals who want the game to fail and will take every opportunity to present the game as a failure in order to drum up interactions and just to promote a specific discourse around the game on the internet, on the timeline, in the videos, which is their prerogative. Obviously, they're welcome to do whatever they want to do. As far as monetizing their YouTube channel and utilizing whatever content, whatever product they feel they can in order to do so. But the power is also inside of the developers' hands because they have the ability, they have the information, the full picture, the correct information to be able to. I won't say they have the numbers and tools to prove certain individuals wrong and prove certain narratives wrong around the health of their game. And in my opinion, if it were me, I would definitely do so. I would definitely leap at the opportunity to do so because these people are somewhat trying to curate a kind of version of cancel culture around certain games that they don't feel have the right to exist. A lot of these individuals had come from the anti-woke movement around games, and since that movement has kind of died out and leveled out, and games have found their way back to what made them great, these people are kind of looking for another place to exist, and that place of existence that they come to find is the hatred for AAA and hatred for live service games. And if a game is out and coming out and it don't look the way they feel it should look, as far as character, as far as art style, as far as color palette, then that game will become the next target for their campaigns, in which they will, quote unquote, radicalize their followers and peons, etc., in order to, I don't even know what you would call it, to be honest, because the people who engage in that kind of activity don't play the game, they don't play the genre, they just, it's I've not really found a way to kind of describe the what's going on. You know what I mean? I've not found a way to accurately describe it. But back to me and my personal opinion and feelings toward the game, I still love it. I'm getting kicked around left and right. Sometimes, like I said before, you're just not gonna be as great as you think you are, or you feel like you would be when the game is finally out into the hands of the individuals who are going to play it and do have the time to put into the game and grow, especially if you can consistently put in 5-6 hours a day. A person who is only able to put in 1 or 2 is just, you're just not going to grow as fast, and that's okay. It happens like that. Different people are in different stages of life, and me at this stage in life, I have other things I need to put time into. I want to put time into, not to say that as an excuse, but I say that as a way of, I'm gonna get as good as I can get in the time that I can play, and it is a priority for me to consistently get better. And the big homie, I'm sure it's a priority for him as well to continue to improve and get better at the game and be able to be confident and have the confidence to approach a 3-man team and know exactly what to do, when to do it, and come out on top. But until we get to that point, it's just a learning process. And when people say the game it gets better it gets better the more you play it. Some people may look at that in a way and take it as, I shouldn't have to put in X amount of time to enjoy a game. But it's really, I hear some fighting going on over there. I'm not gonna approach because I only got the one gun, and if I get into a scrap and run out of ammo, I'm not gonna have nothing to switch to maintain. I'm having a bit of lag right there. Which I've been dealing with here and there, not often, but here and there. But that aside, what was I saying? I don't forgot what I was saying. But essentially, what I'm really getting to is, I love the game and I'm committed to getting better at the game, and I'm not letting, even though I see the discourse around the game as far as it possibly failing and Steam chart numbers, and like, it's a lot of that going on about people playing Steam DB instead of actually playing games, and that's just where we are in gaming right now. It's the cool, it's the it thing right now, and people have found a way to be include themselves in the conversations without actually taking I would say, the proper steps to be involved in the conversation in game, and as far as actually playing the game. I'm having some terrible situation right here, but as far as playing the game, and that's bare minimum in my opinion, because especially in the game, and if it's the game you're gonna spend this amount of time fanning over, in my opinion, in a weird way, you are a fan. If you're spending all this time, oh shit, if you're spending all this time, I may not make it, boys, But if you're spending all this time obsessing over the Steam chart numbers and how many players are playing it, you're not really talking about the gameplay mechanics. You're not talking about the shooting, the gun feel, the movement, the shells, the abilities, the events, the activities, all these different things that the game has to offer. But you're steadily worried about player count. You're steadily worried about, you know, Bungie as a company. There's certain things that they need to worry about as a gamer. The most you can do, even if you're a fan of the game, the most you can do is buy and play the game. That's really it. Anything else is, you know what I mean, pretty much out of your hands. I mean, you can talk it up and spread the word of mouth and, you know, show clips, but at the end of the day, all you can do is play and enjoy the game. I don't really want to concern myself with a lot of the extra stuff as far as trying to fight these people, because these people are gonna do what they're gonna do, and that's just the name of the game. The grift is real, and at this point, with these people in the content they present, that's what it is. It is the grift, and as a lone gamer, ain't really nothing I can do about it. As a fan of the game, ain't really nothing I can do about it, except play it, except enjoy it, except, you know, spread clips of cool moments and participate in the discourse in that way, by gameplay, not just about Steam charts, not just about jokes, not just about what the game isn't or what it should be, but the gameplay. And it's dope. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it, and you know, I hope to continue to enjoy it. Whether or not it stands the test of time, I don't know. That's not really for me to worry about, to be honest with you, because that's a corporate thing. That's a corporate situation. I mean, I would worry myself to death as far as worrying about a game I enjoy being able to survive. There's nothing you can do. If a player count is dropping, if people aren't engaging, there's nothing you can do as a gamer. Absolutely not. I didn't get a bitch ass thing, but you know, I was running my mouth and had to get out. And I just wanted to make a quick video and talk about that, and kind of as like I said, being 35, 36 hours into the game, I thoroughly enjoy it. I love it. I do enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I'm just not as good at the game as I thought I would be by this time. As far as running solos, I do, you know, win my ones, but it's just the group situation and learning how to handle the 2v3 situations we come across. But yeah, now we're gonna drag it out any longer. Drop a like, drop a comment. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Just wanted to put this video out. I will catch y'all inside the next one.